All right, for more, let's bring in Fox News contributor and criminal defense attorney, Donna Rotunno. Donna, it's great to see you tonight. Okay, so we found out today that some of the evidence, some of these items are going to be allowed, admissible. The gun, the silencer, the notebook which apparently contains the manifesto. Other things, not the case. The phone, the computer chip, the passport that was in the backpack, they said that that's not admissible in court. Donna, what difference does that make in your view in terms of the case that the prosecution is going to build here?
Well, Brian, thank you for having me. Obviously, the most important pieces of evidence, the gun and the notebook, are still going to be available for the prosecutors to use. I think that when the judge first started speaking and we thought, oh, wow, he's going to really suppress most of the things in that backpack, that it would be a very good day for Luigi Mangione. But in the end, I don't think it really was, because what does the government now have to use? They have the gun that they can match ballistics to the actual shooting of Brian Thompson. And they also have the notebook, which is the manifesto claiming why Luigi Mangione did this, what his problems were with the healthcare industry, what he was setting out to do. It's more than just a diary. It was his musings about what he would want to do to solve the problems that he saw in the healthcare industry. So at the end of the day, I think what was important stayed in. I do think losing the phone is probably something that could be hurtful to the prosecutors, because who knows what you could find in that phone, or who knows what type of evidence was in that phone. But regardless, being left with the gun and the notebook, I think, is going to be enough.
These bilious pseudo reporters, these women that Eric Shawn mentioned, these incomprehensibly vile women, saying that the now deceased CEO of the UnitedHealthcare, saying that he was responsible for more deaths than Osama bin Laden. They went on and on and on. Donna, is that a concern in terms of jury selection? Is that a particularly, is this a strain of terror in our nation that the prosecutors need to be concerned about?
Yes, Dagan, I think it's a huge concern. I think that's the biggest concern the prosecutors have now that they know what evidence they can use. It's now going to be to pick a jury that's going to be fair and impartial and rule on the evidence and the evidence alone. And the fact that you have reporters in that courtroom saying the things that they were saying not only is horrific, but it just shocks the conscience. I mean, the fact that there's anybody out there that would support this behavior, regardless of what you think about the healthcare industry, is scary in and of itself. But the fact that even one of those people could find their way onto a jury, because you know how it works. The judge is going to ask, can you be fair and impartial? And, does your opinion on this change your ability to view nothing but the evidence? And if people answer the questions yes, it's a very difficult task to have them removed from the jury. The jury selection in this case is going to be so important, and what they're going to have to do is anybody that's potentially sitting on that jury, they're going to need to look at all of their social media. They're going to see any commentary that's been put out there, because anybody who feels this way is putting it out there for the world to see. These are not people that are having private social media accounts, right? They want everybody to know how they feel. So I think that's going to be really important, and the people selecting this jury are going to have to pay really close attention to anything these people have put out into the world in terms of their opinions.
Donna Rotunno, always good to see you. Thanks very much for joining us tonight.
You too. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Dagan.